Hello everyone, welcome again to this second meeting that we are going to have together regarding the ACME expansion business to other countries. Uh, in our previous meeting, we have shared with you some findings of my written report, especially by defining some business terms and concepts. Now, as a continuation, in order to facilitate sales in India and China, Acme will build a manufacturing plant in Vietnam. And that is the reason why in today's meeting we are going to talk about some of the primary risks and benefits associated with offshoring a major branch of a company. So before looking at those risks and benefits, let's first of all know the meaning of offshoring. By definition, offshoring is the moving of various operations of company to another country for reasons such as lower labor costs or more favorable economic conditions in that other country. However, there are some risks and benefits with this process, starting by the benefits of offshoring. These ones include tax advantages, safety of assets, and personal privacy. Let's start by talking about tax advantages. Regarding tax advantages, in order to attract foreign business investors, some countries often offer them corporate tax rates that are very low. And this helps business investors end up paying out less in tax and holding on to more of the money the business generates. Investors are not the only ones who benefit from this, but also the host country, since it benefits economically from the presence of the offshore company. Regarding safety and assets, the offshore companies help business investors transfer assets so as to protect them. This means that if any investor is concerned that his assets may be seized, he could shield his assets from creditors through the use of an offshore company. At that point, in case there is an adverse legal or business development against him, he can be assured of the safety of his assets. That was the second advantage. Now let's talk about the third one. About personal privacy, it's obvious that all investors have to follow the law of the country in which they are investing in. But there are confidentiality laws in the countries that want to attract offshore companies to ensure the privacy of business investors. However, in case of unlawful activities, the host country could disclose identities to aid investigations regarding the case. Now, let's talk about some risks regarding offshore. The major disadvantage of offshoring is that they are expensive to set up. And the first reason is that there are legal fees involved to establish and incorporate an offshore company. Another thing is that there are certain minimum assumptions for investment in the companies, but also the host country can require the investors to own property in the country. These risks can sometimes discourage the offshore company strategies. So, ACME has to be aware of primary risks and benefits associated with offshoring a company in Vietnam. The reason is that this is going to help Acme plan accordingly by knowing in which way it is going to benefit from offshoring and all the risks associated with the process that is likely to face, so that we start looking for different strategies to overcome those risks. Thank you so much for participating in this meeting, and if you have question, feel free to ask. Thank you so much.